What's up guys, it's Nina the Nail Nerd. Today I'm going to show you guys how I did these encapsulated flower nails. I used dried flowers to make these, so let's get started. My nails have been prepped, they're all ready to go. All I need to do is add some primer. I am doing a stiletto shape today and they're going to be on the longer side. So I did these during a mandated shutdown for salons. I am a cosmetologist and I was really bored, so I was able to do my nails really long. I had to take them off before returning to work though because I don't want to poke anybody in the face. But I love this length. And if I could have them this long all the time, I would. So I'm going in with the second coat of the primer. Young nails directions say to add 2 coats, so that's what I'm doing. These are the dried flowers I'm using. They're pretty tiny. I got these from Amazon and I put them over this wet napkin just so that they could become softer. I found this to be the best method to use to soften them up so they're nice and flexible. And then I'm going to add a thin layer of clear on all of my nails to protect them and so I can file them down if I want to. So after this, I'm going to sculpt my pinky with just a nude color. And then my thumb's also going to be the same nude color. I'm not going to show like me doing my thumb or anything because it's going to take up more time in my video and I really want to concentrate on the flowers.
Don't you know that life is full of surprises? You better realize, nobody knows what's in your soul and how your heart works. Nobody knows, nobody cares. It's time for you to live your life, yeah. You can do it right now. Oh, you can do it right now. You can do it right now, yeah. You can do it right now. You can do it right now. You can do it right now. Oh, you can do it right now. You can do it right now. You can do it right now. Everybody gives you advice, yeah, on how to live your life, Don't you know that life is full of surprises? You better realize, Nobody knows what's in your soul and how your heart works. Nobody knows, nobody cares.
So now I'm going to sculpt out a thin layer of acrylic. I want this to be thin because I'm going to put flowers on it and then I'm going to encapsulate it.
Nobody cares. It's time for you to live your life, yeah. You can do it right now. Oh, you can do it right now. You can do it right now, yeah. You can do it right now.
Now that I've built that, I'm going to add a small drop of acrylic and then I'm going to start placing my flowers. They are so pretty and I was so excited to see the finished result. Putting them in that water really helps me place them where I want them. They kind of fold onto the shape of the nail. I used to do this dry and it was really hard to get the flowers just to lay down where I wanted them. But I finally read the directions and it said to wet them down a little bit so they became more flexible and they kind of rehydrated. So don't be like me and make sure you read those directions, guys. I love these little flowers so much. I'm ready for summer, that's for sure. Blue is one of my favorite colors. I love blue glitter, blue flowers, just blue nails in general. If you're still having trouble getting the flowers to lay down, just get some wet acrylic, put it where you want the flower to lay down, and hold it down and let it dry for a few seconds. When I'm done placing my flowers, I'm just going to encapsulate my nail and make sure that all of them are covered, and that's it.
Don't you know that life is full of surprises? You better realize, nobody knows what's in your soul and how your heart works. Nobody knows, nobody cares. It's time for you to live your life, yeah. You can do it right now. Oh, you can do it right now.
Now that my ring finger is done, let's start on my middle finger. I'm going to add a thin layer of acrylic, just like I did the other one, in just the shape that I want. This is the finger that I'm going to concentrate the most on because it is a little different from the other ones. So I've been working on keeping the acrylic out of my cuticle and also making sure that it's not going into my sidewalls. It's something I just recently realized that I'm doing, and I'm still learning and growing, and I hope to learn and grow with you guys. So hopefully you can see the progress in my videos as I make more. And I know that as people we can be our worst critic, but at the same time I think that it helps people grow and get better and master the crafts that they want to master. So moving on, I'm going to place this flower diagonally because when I put the clear acrylic over it, I want it to go diagonal, and that's how I'm going to get that look that I showed you in the beginning. It's going to be sandwiched in between that nude color, so pretty. So when I encapsulate this flower, I'm only going to encapsulate the part that I want to show. And I'm going to create that diagonal rectangle shape that I want. And then once I have the shape that I want, I'm going to let it dry and file the edges. But while it's drying, I'm going to move on to my next finger, and that's just going to be another encapsulated flower nail. So I'll finish placing this acrylic and then I will talk to you guys in a little bit.
Many miles away from home, steps were difficult, I'm exhausted, but I did not fall. I hope something good is coming up. Free like a bird, but also bound up, and my footsteps on the ground. I raise my head, listen to the sound, I'm happy with what I have found. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Just breathe.
So now I'm coming in and I'm just smoothing those edges out so that after I put the other acrylic on and file it down, it'll be a nice sharp line. I could have gone in and painted the color on. There's lots of different ways to get looks. This is just what worked for me, and I think it comes out looking better and smoother this way. So I'm just going to finish placing the nude color. I will do my thumb off camera and then I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. So now I'm going to come in with my Dremel, and this is where I do a lot of my sculpting. I'm filing the nail into the shape that I want and taking down some of that bulk because this nail did get a little bit bulky. And as I file down, you can see the beautiful design underneath. I love it. At this point, I was really excited because it was looking so beautiful. And you can really see how filing is making that shape so much better. I prefer to mostly hand file, but when I'm taking down bulk, I will whip out my Dremel because it's so much faster and more convenient than hand filing is. And I love how sharp that line is looking, guys. I'm so excited. And I'm really glad that I chose to do the nude color in acrylic instead of polish. So when I'm all finished with this, I'm going to show you guys how I did the top coat because it is part glossy top coat and part matte top coat. But first we have to add those blue lines. So I'm just taking my striper brush. I'm using some blue polish from Gelish. I'll leave the color name down below. I'm just adding 2 lines surrounding that encapsulated flower. And then I'm using that same brush and I'm going to very carefully place the glossy top coat where I want it, which is just going to be on those blue lines and the encapsulated flower. And then I'm going to do the same with my matte top coat on the nude color. This did take a little bit of time, but it was so worth it. And after this, I'm top coating my other nails. It looks so pretty. This is my very favorite part of nails, is that top coat, because you can see just how beautiful they are, especially when you're doing encapsulation or glitter. And the camera is picking it up really well. I'm loving it. They're so pretty. I'm gonna finish top coating them and then you guys will see the final look. I love how these turned out, guys. I'm so happy. All the flowers are glossy and everything else is matte. I think it looks really pretty and everything flows together. They even look pretty underneath. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.